Hello, I'm Darin Rowell, and today I want to talk to you about 4 questions to help someone develop empathy, even if they're pissed. Now, one of the reasons empathy is so important is that we live in a world where, as leaders, most of the results we create in the world are with and through others. And oftentimes those others can have very different points of view than us. And when I think about empathy, how I tend to think about it is it's our ability to be able to understand and acknowledge another person's point of view, even if it differs substantially from ours. Does that make sense? So acknowledging another points of view, even if it's different than ours. And the reasons that's so important is that all of us have a limited point of view on reality. None of us have the right answer, but the more we can understand another's point of view, the better we're able to be in relationship and conversation. Now, let's get to those 4 questions. So when I'm trying to help someone practice empathy and understand another's point of view, there's 4 questions I ask. The first one is, I will ask them, okay, let's suppose that I'm talking to John. And if John were here right now, how would John describe his point of view on this situation? You pause and let them describe that point of view. The next question I will ask is, okay, how does John's point of view differ than your own point of view? And that's usually pretty easy for them to answer, right? Because that's where a lot of the energy and the frustration is they and John, in this case, the example, they have different points of view. Now, the third question I will answer is, how are yours and John's points of view similar? Now, sometimes this can be a little bit difficult for them to answer, but just stick with them and keep encouraging them to try to find ways where there's similarities. And then the fourth question I always ask is, okay, now that we understand John's point of view, we understand where your points of view are different, where they're similar. Now, what are the next most practical actions to take regarding this disconnect between you or John? And the point there is it's really challenging people to think about, okay, how can we find practical actions to start moving this forward? So give this a try. I think you'll find that it will help people practice empathy, and probably more than anything, it keeps the process moving, right? Let me know how it goes. Take care.